Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, the number one place for designers, artists and creators. My name is Laszlo, I'm an illustrator and graphic designer here at DMB, and today I want to talk about the new hot topic of the social media scene, Instagram Reels. Reels is a brand new tool in the Instagram toolbox, which has been created for no other particular reason than to compete with TikTok. Just like how they developed Instagram Stories back in 2016 in order to compete with Snapchat, they're basically trying to do the same thing again in order to show their dominance in the market. Now the actual product is a function that lets you upload very short video clips to your Instagram between 3 and 15 seconds using a very simple but also very intuitive user interface that comes with some of the more trendier video editing settings as well as a built-in audio library. Now this has of course been the winning recipe for TikTok, this new and trendy social media site where you would find content in the themes of, viral challenges, young people doing like viral dances, funny animal videos and other extremely useful content. Now I'm trying to stay very objective here about the subject, but the truth is I never actually had a TikTok account because from the very beginning it just didn't sound like something I would be interested in. Not to mention in the tech industry in general, companies come and go, and unless your firm is being backed up by some serious funding, it's very likely that you're not gonna be able to compete with the already established players of the field. I mean, have you heard of this social media site? Or this one? Or any of these ones? Maybe you did. Maybe you actually have profiles here as well. But do you actually visit them as often as you visit your Facebook or your Instagram? No one really does. I have to admit, I used to have this bad habit of registering to new things just to, basically just to have a look around in this new platform. Like once, and then basically I would never use it again. And now thanks to all this banning and really bad PR, it is very likely that, at least in the Western world, the days of TikTok might be numbered. Now here's the $26,000 question for you. Why should we even care about Instagram Reels if it's nothing more than, a muscle flexing basically from Instagram's side? They just wanted to show the competition that they can do it as well. I think the fact that the Facebook giant actually took the time and the effort to create their own version of this built-in TikTok means two things. One, they either see the value on this idea, or two, they felt threatened by it. And the fact is, everyone is using Instagram in the known universe at this point basically. And what's even more important is not just personal accounts that you find on Instagram, it's also business accounts. Basically every business venture is present at this platform, which means that Instagram Reels can be an incredibly powerful tool for marketing. Sure, you think that TikTok was all about dancing and silly videos and rapping and flossing. Really? Just remember how in the early days Instagram started like that as well. It was just a fun little platform that we would all, upload funny images. And then, with time and really great effort from the developers, it became this giant, it basically grew up to be the most powerful and sharpest marketing tool in the shed. Of course, it's quite early to tell what's gonna happen with this function in the long run. But meanwhile, I think we, the users, and especially content creators, might as well have a little play around and see the capabilities of it. Rumor has it that Instagram not only copied the whole idea of TikTok, they also copied the algorithm of TikTok, which is important because TikTok famously favors newcomers and new creators, which is basically their way of reeling in content creators in order to, encourage people to make more and more stuff. TikTok always wanted to reel you in and make more content basically. So if you were waiting for the moment to get out there, even as a small account, maybe this is your chance. And since the tool is quite new, the competition is not that fierce just yet. Even if you only have like a little following, you might actually have the chance to get out there, which is quite refreshing in the scope of Instagram, which, let's be honest, has this terrible algorithm that just does not favor new content and newcomers to the platform at all. Now there are a number of ways how you can utilize Instagram Reels as a creator, so let me just give you a couple ideas what I was thinking we could all do. First of all, why don't you try and make like an elevator pitch? And by that I basically mean to summarize you and your business, in that little 15-second window. Just tell people about yourself and what you are selling essentially. Now you can make this as fancy as you want, with like digital tools, but I think it's a very good idea to actually show your face. Literally, all the big players in the social media field are the ones who actually take the effort and move in front of the camera. A lot of people have been doing this with, via Instagram stories. And their followers love that because it creates this instant connection with someone that you don't actually know in person. Of course, I totally understand if you want to keep your business and your personal self as, two very different entities. I'm just saying it's worth considering to actually, show your face and talk to your followers, because it's that human touch that we're all looking for, even on the digital scope of things. Or if you don't want to do that, don't focus on yourself, on your business, focus on what you're selling, whether that's a product or a service. It works especially well with products, of course, if you actually make like a mini presentation and show people what you are offering to them. People want to see that kind of stuff. If you are a baker, we want to see beautiful images of, artisan cakes. Or if you're selling handmade goods on Etsy, show us. Or more importantly, show us the process of you actually working on your product, because people love to look behind the scenes, People love the idea of seeing how the sausage made, essentially, because it makes us feel a bit more connected to the final product if we have seen the whole journey. And that's something I started doing as well with my design and illustration work. I used to be one of those people who would just, keep my methods to myself, and then I would post the final image to social media. And it just, it never really created an audience for me, and it took me quite a while to understand that, people can't connect to it if you don't see the whole journey. And I think Instagram Reels can be actually a really good tool to, to get into the habit of showing people what you're doing. Now for this, I usually use Premiere Pro to edit, images together in order to show an illustration process. Here you can see it's basically just a bunch of images, some text, a couple effects thrown in here and there, nothing fancy. If you know your way around video editing, this will be a piece of cake for you, really. But if you're not that tech savvy, just use your camera. In a way that's actually even better, because that personal touch, the idea of communication. You're sending out information by holding your phone in your hand with other people who are also holding their phones in their hands. It's just gonna make your content feel a bit more human, which is very important. Not to mention that this is what Instagram Reels are for, really, anyway. You can upload your own videos, but it's really encouraging you to make videos. And I'm telling you, the actual user experience of this thing is really intuitive. And even if you don't do video editing, you're gonna pick it up in a matter of seconds, really. Okay, now let's upload this so I can show you around the actual reel functions. So you swipe to the side, just like you would do to make a story, and down here you will see the new reel function. Now here there's a bunch of songs you can actually use as background music. I wanna go with something mermaidy, of course, to fit my work. Here with this little slider you can select the 15-second part of the song that you would actually like to include in your story. In your reel. Okay, then I can upload my video from the gallery. Okay, let's do a preview. Okay, you know what, I actually want another song, because this one just doesn't go with my image at all. I need more of an offbeat sound, something more chill, You know what, this one will do. Okay, I need to add my clip again. Then here you can add a caption to your reel, as well as deciding if you also want it to. You can also add it to your Instagram feed. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. You can also change the cover if you want. It seems you can only choose a shot from your clip though. I'm just gonna leave this one as it is. Okay, uploading. And here it is. It's also on my page now. Let's check that too. You know what, here it looks a little odd, it's not just that the dimensions don't match up, but the quality seems much lower here. It feels a bit blurry. I'm not sure if it's my fault. Maybe it hasn't been optimized to all phones yet, I don't know. It's a new function, so I think little bumps will happen in this road. Yeah, so the tool itself is not perfect yet, or maybe it is, I just don't know how to use it, and probably I'm not alone with this one. But yeah, I guess at this point it's up to us what this thing is actually gonna become. For the moment, for me personally, it feels like a weird, strange, arranged marriage between Instagram posts and Instagram stories. So it feels a bit awkward for now. But even arranged marriages can end up happily in the long run, I guess. So, we'll see what happens. So generally speaking, I would say, whatever content you are used to put on your stories, you might as well try and put it on your reels as well and see what happens. Just see which one brings in more traffic. Just experiment. And yeah, if you wanna do some viral dances or something hilarious, do it. Give the people what they want. This is what they want, so why not? Okay, hope this was somewhat helpful to you. It's quite different to the usual videos that I'm making. Usually I showcase, you know, very specific design work, but this time I wanted to try a new format essentially, which is a bit more informal, and we just, you know, have a chat in the hopes of it actually becoming a conversation. So feel free to let me know what you think down below in the comments about this new function. Now feel free to join our little design tribe if you're interested in content like this, as well as content about interior design, architecture, graphics, branding, illustration, general art tips and advice, and everything in between. Take care guys, and I'll see you this time next week with another video. Bye!